Okay, Spooky, you gotta play the pumpkins and the Vendreads and all the other zombie stuff today. Memphis, are you sure you want me to be the one to do this deck today? It seems a little bit more complicated to me.
Spooky, we need your natural charisma for this one.
Um, okay, I guess I'll give it my best shot then. We'll see what happens. Oh dear. Well, regardless of what the dice say, hello everyone on YouTube. It's me, Spooky Memphis. I'm back here with Check This Out, which is our show that we do where we play different decks, being the troll decks and the rogue decks and the casual and meta decks. Lots of different decks that we play. And today we're taking a look at the Pumpkin cards, the Call of the Haunted cards, which are zombie monsters, and they like to be revived from the graveyard, and they're very good at doing that. So we're combining those with some Shiranui cards and some Vendread cards for a big 60 card deck that could do a whole lot of different stuff depending on like what we start out with. And this deck was originally made by Mr. The First Alchemist on the Discord, so very much big appreciation to you, sir. I think Memphis changed this deck up very slightly from what it originally had in it, but it's primarily based on what Mr. Alchemist made for us. So we're going to be showing this deck off today on Yugioh Pro, and we'll have ourselves a good time summoning out lots of zombies and ritual monsters and all sorts of stuff. So if you want to know the whole deck, there will be a file on the Discord as well. I'll also go over everything at the end of today's episode. We're going to have some duels first on Yugioh Pro and have a good time. At least I hope you'll all have a good time. So if you do, please consider hitting the buttons that help us on the YouTube, the like button especially, and leave a comment what you think about this deck. And without further ado, let's get into it and give it our best shot. Alrighty everyone, it's time for our first opponent, another day in another card game, as we like to say. I like to go first with this deck typically, and oh wait, we do get to go first, that's nice. I thought we were going to go second. Okay, this is almost exactly what we want. It's just, I would like to start with the Stare monster, but this works just as well. So we're going to use the effect of Pumpkin. This lets me set Call the Haunted from my deck, and then discard a card. Now I can play this turn, and this is the start to one of our more standard combos, I suppose you call it. Because I can summon out the Pumpkin here, and summon out another monster from my deck. Unless this gets interrupted by something, which wouldn't be great, but I think I can still do at least something if he does do that. It wouldn't be ideal, but, sometimes that happens. So, okay, he's going to allow that to happen. Thank you, sir. So we're going to summon this monster, the Spirit Owl monster. It's very helpful for us because I can use this to send Scar of the Vendread from my deck to the graveyard. That way I can do stuff there. I can actually send a lot of different things to the graveyard here. That's the cool thing about that card. But to keep the Vendreads in play, I will send this monster because it'll get me one of the spell traps. And then because of that, let me think. I guess I'll get Reorigin because I don't have a ritual monster just yet. But for now, we're going to make Pumpkin the Great Ghost King. Because when this monster is summoned, I can get another Call of the Haunted card from my deck to my hand. And that's going to be very useful. The nice thing about these new Call of the Haunted cards, I guess you call them, is that there's a lot of cards that let you search out other members of the same group of cards, so it's very easy to get everything you really want. So we're going to get our Stare of the Snake Hair. Very cool card, because this lets me get a spell trap that mentions Call of the Haunted, or just Call of the Haunted, but I'm going to get this card, the Call of the Forgotten, because this is a really powerful field spell. Because when I activate it, I can get all the Call of the Haunted I have in my deck or my graveyard onto my field, which is really, really powerful. You know, because just they'll always be ready. So, one last thing to do is to summon this monster, the Undying Legion, which is a really cool. It's a really cool artwork on this card. But I can use this effect to basically turn his monsters into material for mine. So that should be useful. My opponent does have something they could do about this, I think. But we'll have to live with that. Okay, they don't. Okay. Alright, that'll do it for now. Pretty basics. I would have liked to have had a ritual monster on the field right now, but hopefully we'll be getting into that soon. Let me think about this. Alright, I mean, I can use Pumpkin for that. What is this? Forbidden Drop. Okay, that's unfortunate. Because that will allow him to negate my effect. So, now I can't use this monster's effects. What did you discard? Destiny Hero Malicious. So we can get another one. Okay. Let me think. What did Memphis say about elemental heroes? I think he said something about... Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to activate Call of the Haunted. And I'm going to revive the Stare of the Snakehair. The reason being is he's going to summon a monster. And because of Stare of the Snakehair, his monster will activate, but so will mine. So he's going to be able to try and search a card, but I can use Stare the Snakehair to negate the effect of Stratos, and I'll not use the other effect of this just yet. But that'll negate Stratos, and he also can't use it for fusions and other things, which is really, really, really good, actually. Oh, pardon me. So yes, my opponent. Let's see, what has he got now? Vion. Okay, that's fine, I think. So he's got Vision Hero Vion that sends a monster to the graveyard. Okay. I mean, this is fun. We just need to pay attention to what my opponent's doing, and we should be fine. This summons an evil hero from the deck. Okay. And that'll summon out the prison monster. What does this do? Send a hero from the deck to the grave. If you fusion summon... Okay, I think that's okay. I should mention our field spell does have another ability that if I play Call the Haunted, I can target one of my opponent's monsters and send it to the graveyard immediately, which is... It's really powerful when you consider, like, you know, Stare the Snakehair can negate something, and I can just use Call the Forgotten to just send a card to the graveyard. That's a lot. Okay, so what are you doing now? Pardon me, I'm not... My throat is very dry today. I apologize profusely. Okay. So he has Malicious back onto the field. Well, he banished one for the other. I really wish I had my Spirit Dow in the graveyard right now, but I guess it's just what it is. Infernal Devicer is going to get another... some kind of monster. Okay, he gets one element to Hero Neos. Okay. And then Vion will allow him to get Polymerization. Okay. Alright. I mean, he still can't use Stratos for this, which is good for me, I suppose. So, we'll wait and see what this is going to do. We'll wait and see. I'm just hoping that what I have set up is enough to interrupt him enough that we make it to the next turn. That's the most important thing. Because if I can do that, my Undying Legion monster, well, it'll probably just attack this, unfortunately. But I just need to survive until the next turn, and we should be okay. Alright, what do we have? Cross Crusader. summons back a Destiny hero. My goodness, there's a lot of... My opponent is summoning a lot of cards. That's for certain. That's a lot. And a different hero monster. Okay. Get the Cross Crusader into the Shadow Mist monster. Okay. Okay, I see what he's trying to do. He's going to use that Shadow Mist for the fusion summon of something. So he gets to search out another monster. Okay. I mean, this certainly seems very potent. Alright, going to fusion into Elemental Hero Sunrise. Okay. This adds Miracle Fusion. I'm going to activate Call the Haunted now. Maybe this is good for me, maybe it's not. Oh, do I not get to use the... Oh, wait. Because I didn't use this the first time I activated Call, I don't get to play it, do I? Oh, no, there it is. Alright, we'll send Sunrise to the graveyard. And see what happens from here. Because now I at least have a monster that's stronger than his monsters. He will play the Miracle Fusion spell. Which may or may not be really bad. I don't know. Guess it depends on what he summons next. Infernal Rage. Let's see. Add a favorite. A card with favorite in its name from deck or grave to the hand. Okay, maybe I should wait on that. Okay. I'll wait. I'm going to summon out Voltic Thunder. Other cards on the... Oh, destroying all other cards on the field. That's not good. That's not good at all. Well, that's unfortunate. I was hoping to save this, but I guess it's not a viable option anymore. I guess I'll just do that anyway, but we'll see. Yeah, Scar the Vendread will get me another spell trap, so let's get another Reorigin, just in case. Okay. I mean, that certainly wasn't good, but... Okay, he's got the trap, which gets him the big fusion monster, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's what that does. Okay, I mean, this isn't ideal, but it's... I guess it's okay. I hope. Anyway, so he has another Malicious. He's going to do a little bit of damage. Just wants to do a little bit of damage. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I think I can do this. I think I know I can do this. I can do this. Alright, we'll activate Pumpkin. Discard him to get out another Call the Haunted. Activate Call the Haunted to bring... Well, actually, I can bring back anything I want, really. Let me think. Or do I want to get Shang-Chi? I mean, I typically get back Pumpkin because it gets more things out of my deck. I could get just Shang-Chi back too, though. That is an option. So we'll see. Because he has that trap I got to be worried about. I just don't know when he's going to play that card. That's going to be the difficult part of this. Alright. Yes, we've summoned out our Pumpkin. I do have Evolution, so I can summon out my Vendread Slayer. Oh, I see. Impermanence. I mean, that's unfortunate. But I think I can make that work still. I'm going to summon Shiranui Spectral Sword. And yeah, we'll summon out the Felgrand monster, sure. Because when this is summoned, I can banish a monster. So, why not? Let's banish somebody. Who do I want to ban? Does it even matter? Maybe Stratos, because if it gets summoned by any means, it'll get him another card. Probably better than nothing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that should work. Okay, now he'll play his favorite contact trap. But that should be okay, right? Because I kind of wanted him to do that. Because unless that monster's immune to being tributed, I should be able to use my origin to tribute it, and then things will be okay. So summoning using monsters from hand, field, grave, or banishment. My goodness, that's a lot of places you can get that from. Let's see. Yeah, so it will destroy my cards, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. Let's activate Vendread Evolution. We'll send Scar to the graveyard and get out Slayer. And then Scar will get me another card. In this case, I'm going to get Ravenous Vendread for later. And I'll set this card. We'll go into the battle phase, and I'll attack Malicious. And let's see. I can banish a zombie to make my monster stronger. I don't really have anyone to banish at the moment. There was a Necroface in this deck originally you could have used on occasion, but at the moment, I mean, I'll do it just to do some more damage. Is there anything I could banish, maybe? Oh, wait, doesn't Spectral Sword... Well, that's one thing I don't want to banish, no. I guess I have 2 Scars. Yeah, I can banish a copy of Scar. I think that's fine. I just want to do a little bit of extra damage, because I'm very close to winning here. So we'll end our turn, and we'll see what my opponent can do. Okay. So far, so good. So far, so good. I mean, he has this really strong monster, that's true. But I have a trap that can get rid of it, which is good. And I've got my Slayer, which is good too. So, yeah. I think this will work just fine. So, he has another... Oh, yeah, he got back the other Malicious. That's right. Okay. So he has Destiny Hero Malicious again. Uh-huh. He's going to get rid of it for Infernal Rider. Add a Dark Fusion. Okay. Oh, yeah, because he tributed a monster, I actually have the ability to banish one of my cards. And I guess I can just banish... I mean, I have 2 of these. So I can banish a zombie and bring back Scar. So if this leaves the field, I can get another spell trap. Okay. I think that works just fine. Okay. And he's got Dark Fusion, which... I can't target whatever he summons right now with a card effect. Okay. It's not ideal, but I think it's okay. Maybe. I have a lot of life points still. I think I'm okay in that respect. I think. Anyway, so he's going to summon what exactly? Darkest... Oh. Oh, dear. This attack, you the total attack of the monsters used as material. Oh, goodness. That's not good at all. I mean, it's a good thing I have my Vendread Reorigin trap. So that's good. Alright. I mean, I'm still going to take a lot of damage. Well, a good amount of damage, I suppose. It's not a lot, but it's more than I wanted to take. So, okay. Okay, well, Rendered Slayer... Oh, yeah, he has another effect. Yeah. So you use Slayer's effect to add whatever I want. Let's get Origin. Then I can add another monster. Does any of these have an effect to destroy cards? Yeah, this one. Let's get a Scavenger put in the graveyard. I think that could work. Okay. Yeah. This seems... Let's see. Monsters lose attack, deal the attack. Make 2 attacks in the battle phase. This card leaves the field by a card effect. Or just card in general, I guess. Target a Fiend or Warrior in the grave and summon it in defense position. Okay. I better get another Reorigin just in case, because he can bring this back. Yeah, and if he brings this back, he can destroy my cards again. Okay. All right. Man, my opponent is certainly putting up a really good fight here. Absolutely. Okay, hold on. This is actually a good card too. Um, hmm. I gotta think about this. Okay. I'm gonna activate Ravenous Vendread. This summons out Scar the Vendread, and then I can ritual summon. Oh, I don't want to ritual summon you. Well, that's what I have right now, so I guess that's what I'm gonna do. But that will get me more stuff at the very least. Okay. Let's see what else I can get. Let's get, yeah, Vendread Evolution. There we go. So what else can I summon? Oh yeah, I can only summon Vendreads at the moment because I have the token. Okay, so we'll activate Vendread Evolution. We're gonna summon out our Scavenger like this. And then I'll use his effect to tribute off our Slayer, and I should get stronger. I'm stronger than he is. Okay, that's good enough. So we'll keep. Let's see what's activating here. Yeah, Slayer's effect again. I could bring back more stuff, but I think this is fine. So let's get Ravenous Vendread and send Battlelord to the grave. Actually, doesn't. Oh, wait a minute. That could be even better. If I could summon. Oh wait, I can summon this. Okay. Yes. We'll activate Vendread Origin to bring back Battlelord. Using the cards in our graveyard, we'll use Scar, and I guess Shang-Chi doesn't really matter too much. But I can use Battlelord's effect to banish just any old Vendread card I want. And my opponent can't use monster effects the rest of the turn. So that way, he can't use the Dark Knight's effect to bring out another monster. Okay, that should be game right there, right? Yes, okay. Well, a nice back and forth with my opponent, and you get a really good understanding of what this deck is trying to do, which is to, start with the call by stuff to make cool monsters, and then you go into the Vendreads to hit your opponent really hard. Yeah, so again, good show by my opponent. They were playing that deck really, really well. And let's go ahead for duel number 2 and show off more of the cards that we have in our deck, because we still have some other things that we can do, and I'd like to show off as much as possible. Alright everyone, it's time for our second opponent. Let's go and do it again. Guess I go rock this time. Oh. Oh well, it's okay. So we're gonna go second here. Okay, I mean I have the ectoplasmic card, so that's good. I mean, this one card will get everything that involves the Call of the Haunted on the field. Kind of what I really like about the Call of the Haunted cards from like my limited play of them. What is this? I don't really want you to have multiple monsters, sir. I'm sorry. What was I saying? Yeah, what I like about the Call of the Haunted cards is that it doesn't take a lot for them to get started. Like what this will get everything on the board, and it's not like a convoluted thing. It's just like you just kind of do it. You know what I mean? You can just go from one card to the next card, and eventually you get all of the Call of the Haunted cards on the field in one move. Basically, just gets everything set up and out of the way. You don't need to worry about anything else. So I kind of like that. Let's go ahead and bring back our Pumpkin. And we'll use him to get our Shang-Chi. That way I can... Well, actually, I'm thinking of other things I can do too. Also, he might have something to stop this. Which would be fair. I did stop his card, so, if he has something to stop me, that's completely fair. But I'm thinking of what I'm going to send to the graveyard after all this. Because obviously there's a lot of different things I can do. I still want the Spirit Dow. for certain. Yeah, because I can use Spirit now to send Scar. Yeah, I think Scar is usually what I want to send. And then Gozuki, I'm sorry. You I can use to send somebody else. So let's go ahead and use our Origin. We'll get Reorigin. I'm getting my words mixed up. I apologize. We're using Scar to get Reorigin. And then we'll make our Pumpkin. That way I can get my Snake Hair, which will get my Field Spell. What is this? Hydraulis Harmonia. Okay. Up to 5 Synchro Monsters. Okay. Summon this card, send a revealed Synchro to the grave, destroy a monster opponent control. I mean, that's unfortunate, but I think this doesn't stop me from searching, I don't think. No, it doesn't. Okay, that's good. I was worried that that would stop me from searching. That wouldn't have been good. Okay, so he doesn't get that one. That's good. Alright, let's go ahead and get our Call of the Forgotten. Because while that did hurt a little bit, I don't think it's going to end the duel by any means. So, go ahead and get our Call of the Haunted. I kind of wish that this was also Call of the Haunted in my deck, but it's okay. And let's go ahead and summon our Gozuki. And we'll use its ability. Let's see. What do I want to... This doesn't do anything else, right? No. I'm going to send for Vendread Executor, because we haven't seen it yet. So we'll activate our Vendread. And we're going to send a Scavenger to the grave. There we go. And then I can activate Ravenous Vendread to summon out Scar the Vendread. And then summon out my Scavenger. And then, oh yeah, Scar's other effect where I can banish a monster. I guess, why not? I'll banish Ash Blossom. I think that's fine. And that should be good. So, let's go ahead and do as much damage as possible. And we should be good from here. I mean, this is exactly what we want to do. I got all the Vendreads on the field. Let's see. There's still things I want to do with this deck, though. Thankfully, we have a third duel, but let me think. What do we still need to do? The Shiranui to do some Synchro summoning would be nice. Because I have 3 Synchro monsters. There's these Golden Lord monsters as well. Some Exceed monsters. There's just so many cool things this deck does. Unfortunately, when you only have so many time to duel, you don't always get to see everything, but I want to try, you know? So let's end our turn for now and see what happens. I apologize, sir. What deck were you playing? I guess we'll never know. I apologize. I guess I didn't let him do as much as he would have wanted to do, so that's my bad. So let's go ahead for duel number 3, and we'll see what happens. I would like to summon out like the golden monster and stuff like that, but we'll see what happens. Alrighty, everyone, it's time for our third opponent, the fighting third, as Memphis likes to call it. Well, we do get to go first, which is good. Opening hand is just fine. I mean, whenever you have the Pumpkin, it's always good. We already have a lot of what we want, so I'm actually quite happy with this hand. Quite happy indeed. So let's just kind of go for it, and we'll see how it goes. I'd like to, again, one of the big things. I think we'll give it a shot. You know what I mean? We'll give it a shot. I'm going to try to do this. I'm not as familiar with this part of the combo, but I'm going to use our Chang-Chi's effect. Let me double check our Eldritch monster, how this one works. Let's see. Send spell trap. Yeah. I'm gonna try this. It'll hopefully work. I'm not 100% certain. But we're going to summon out our Pumpkin. I'm going to put it over here so I don't mess this up too bad. We use his effect to add our snake hair. Like so. We'll activate snake hair just to get another card, even though we don't... Well, actually, we can use this to get another fortification, which does have another effect. It takes some doing to use it, but it does have another effect. So let's use Call of the Forgotten. Get our 2 trap cards. Okay. And then we'll activate Eldritch's effect. Getting rid of the Call by the Haunted we've already used. Which actually, I probably should have played that first. That was my mistake. I should have summoned Eldritch first and then done that. Oh yeah, especially now. Okay, I did mess that up. I messed that up pretty bad. That's my mistake. I apologize. Yeah, I did mess that. I got really excited that I was going to do something different, which I can still technically do. But probably not a good idea to do that right now. But we'll see how it goes. See, what I should have done is I should have summoned out Army of the Haunted first, and then done all that, because then I could have linked these 2 off, and this would have gotten back Call of the Haunted. This would have summoned out my my big fusion monster. But unfortunately, I made a mistake, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I mean, the good thing is, the Fallen Angel will do this either way if it just hits the graveyard. Fusion deployment. Reveal a fusion. What did he reveal? Oh, revealed this. Okay. Let me think about this. What is this doing? It's fusing with my monster, which is not great. I guess I'll activate Vendread Reorigin and hope for the best. Because he has to control this monster, right? I think. If I read that right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We'll see how it goes from here, because the one bad thing about Reorigin is that while I have this token, I can't summon anything else. So, depending on where this goes, this could be bad. I just didn't really want him to summon like some giant fusion monster that I had nothing to do with it, you know what I mean? So we'll see how this is going to go. Okay, so he gets back this courier and draws another card. Okay. I'm not really certain what my opponent's doing right now, so I'm just kind of hoping for the best. Okay, so now he's going to destroy my monster, so I think I might as well just use my effect, even though it really doesn't matter right now. I guess I'll just attach, it doesn't really matter, I'm just doing this to do it. It doesn't matter too much, regrettably. Regrettably, not a good position to be in, unless, uh-oh. Triple tactics, this is the thing that gets him any normal spell trap to his hand, which is not good for me. Okay, triple tactic talent, which could let him do up to 3 things. Which thing is he going to use? He's going to look at my hand. Okay, that's not terrible. I mean, it's pretty obvious what he's going to get rid of in my hand, I would say. Well, that's not too great. Not too great. Yeah, okay. I mean, I already got to do it a lot, so I guess it's not a big problem now. I'm not too worried about that. Because if he had something, he would have done it by now. Unless his deck's really... Oh. What? Why did he surrender? That's kind of odd. Alright, well, unfortunately, I'm a little low on time tonight, everyone. I apologize. So, we're just going to have to go for the end screen now. And we'll talk more about the deck today. And you guys can let me know in the comments if this duel really counts as a win or not. I guess it technically does, but doesn't feel like one to me. Alright, everyone. So, our... What do you call this? Call of the Haunted... Call of the Vendreads. Yes. That sounds like a cool deck name. So Call of the Vendreads did pretty good tonight. We got to do a lot of what we wanted to do. The Call of the Haunted cards are just very consistent. It doesn't take a lot to start the whole process up, really. I mean, any one of these three cards will get into one another, and then you can just get everything, really. And you just kind of go from there, and then the Vendreads do what they need to do. You ritual summon out the graveyard and whatever, and use them to attack your opponent. And I guess we didn't get to do the Shiranui card as much, but that's okay. We didn't get to do everything in the deck, but that's mostly my own fault. So I hope everyone forgives me for that. You know, just this one time, please. So thanks everyone for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, please hit the like button to let us know that you enjoyed it. Leave a comment of what you thought about this deck. And if you're new and you really want to help support this channel, and if you really enjoyed what you watched today, please consider subscribing as well. It's really appreciated. It doesn't cost anything. And it's never going to. It's never going to. So here's the deck list, and you can enjoy it here or on the Discord as well. The whole file will be there. But for our main deck today, we played 2 copies of Eldritch Golden Lord, 2 copies of Balladrock, 2 copies of the Army of the Haunted, 3 Scar the Vendread, 1 Shang-Chi Spirit Dao, 3 copies of Pumpkin, and 2 copies of Stare of the Snakehair, which honestly could probably be 3 as well, but it clearly doesn't matter either way. 3 copies of Gozuki, 3 copies of Dark Necromancer, 3 Ash Blossom, and 3 Shiranui Spectral Sword. 2 copies of Executor Vendread, 1 copy of Vendread Scavenger, 2 copies of Battlelord, 2 Slayers, and 2 Chimeras, 3 copies of Ectoplasmic Fortification, 2 copies of Vendread Evolution, 2 Ravenous Vendread, 2 Revendread Origin, 3 copies of Vendread Charge, 3 Call of the Forgotten, 3 Shiranui Style Swallow Slash, 3 Reorigin, and 3 Call of the Haunted. For the extra deck, we played 1 copy of Flying Mary, 1 Vendread Savior, 1 Vampire Sucker, 1 copy of Wolo, the founder of Drudge Dragons, 1 Pump King of the Great Ghost, 1 Damper Vampire, 1 Undying Legion, number 23, Zombie Vampire as well. We had number 22, 1 Immortal Dragon, 1 Skeletal Dragon Fell Grand, 1 Red-Eye Zombie Dragon Lord. We have Fallen Angel of the Golden Land, and Eldritch the Mad Gold Lord. As for the side deck, there's another Eldritch Golden Lord, another Balladrock if we find you need them. I'd probably go with a 3rd copy of Eldritch Golden Lord, honestly, considering it makes summoning out the Mad Lord easier. We have 3 copies of Necroface, which sometimes is useful if you get a lot of these in the graveyard. You can banish your opponent's deck, although you can also banish yourself by mistake, so it's kind of a high risk, high reward thing. And there's another Vendread Scavenger, 3 Prep of Rites, which can add you your Vendread Origin, I believe. Yes, you can get the Origin if you need it. 2 copies of the Curse of the Ancient Turtle to banish zombies and then send different zombies from deck to the graveyard. There's Zombie World, which is really good for Balladrock if you want to just play it like older versions of zombies, I suppose. But considering we're based on a field spell, probably not the best choice. And also there's another field spell for Vendread specifically, but again, in this build, I would say that Call is the best choice. So that's today's deck, everybody. I'll see you guys again during the month of madness. Until next time, please stay safe and happy. You have a wonderful evening, everyone. Take care. Until next time.